shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Big time, lot of slime. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of prime. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me. Yeah. Big time, big time, big time.
I think I've played every position. I always make fun of it because I've had a touchdown at every position on the O-line too. I've been in there for both tackles, both guards and center for at least one touchdown. So started out here coming in, they wanted me to play center. Was willing to take on those responsibilities. That was actually the only position I'd never played coming into college.
Welcome to Talk the Prospect, here with Chris Mallee and the man of the hour, Chase Behrndt, former West Virginia lineman. I say lineman because I mean you got that positional flexibility, and in Philadelphia, that's the rage, man. Positional versatility is a thing we love. But welcome to the show, man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I had a long day, but this is a hell of a way to end it. I appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. How was your workout today? I know you've been working hard.
No, actually, the last 2 days I took a little bit of a break. Went out to Southern Missouri, saw my grandpa. Spent about 2 days golfing with him. So took a couple days of hiatus for myself and get to spend some time with him. So I'll get right back at it tomorrow, though.
Absolutely. That's awesome. So Wildwood, Missouri, that's where you're from. Crazy enough, Wildwood is the beach where I had senior week at. So it's a little coincidence right there. But I know that this year you started at center, 9 games, and great stat right here is you didn't let up a single stat in 2020. I know that you started at every position, and like Gayle alluded to earlier, the versatility is incredible right there. 22 total starts as a redshirt senior as well. Just getting into the questions right away. How's your offseason going, and what have you been doing to prepare for the NFL draft?
So basically what I've been doing is for about 2.5, 3 months, I was in South Dakota training with my brother. He's a D2 head strength coach at South Dakota School of Mines, and so had a great setup. One of the coolest things ever. I bet there's probably even the 1% of people that get to have this experience. I mean, I'm in the 1% of that category, saying I get to go at it with my brother and have the same common goal and just get better every day and try and end up at the place that we want to go. And, that's where I was until Pro Day. Then Pro Day happened, and now I'm back home, got a job, but also working out every day and just trying to stay focused and stay on the grind.
That's awesome. Sorry, yeah.
No, I was like, how did you feel about your Pro Day?
I felt like I definitely turned some heads. I feel like it was a really good day for me. We had a lot of really good guys there, but I feel like I definitely performed higher than people were anticipating. And from what I had done in some of the showcases before, I felt like I grew a lot, even in those 2.5, 3 months. And a lot of scout feedback was that I didn't even look like the same O-lineman, that I improved a lot, that when I set my mind to it and focused to it, that I got a lot better.
Yeah, that's awesome. I watched a lot of your Pro Day, and I saw you taking drills at left tackle, right tackle. And one thing that was really great, I saw you doing a lot of pulling drills. And I'll bring up some tape a little bit later from when you're pulling from center, guard, and everything. One thing that I really appreciate is a guy, any lineman that can pull really well. But, dude, you're 6'4". What are you at right now, like 320?
Yeah, I think right now it might be about 328, but playing weight's usually about 315, 320.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, you're moving, man. I mean, that's something I can really appreciate, especially with the versatility. Like, pulling is not as easy as people think it is, and you're dancing. Definitely have a dancing bear with the feet right there. Going into the next question, what was your favorite on-field and off-field memory while at West Virginia?
Oh, man. I'd say on-field, probably winning our last game. We played Army in the Liberty Bowl. And for Memphis in the winter, if you've never been there, it's a very weird cold. And it was basically freezing rain and snowing during our game. And we were down about 2 touchdowns, came back and won the game. And that was just a great feeling to be able to just be able to walk off the field knowing that I won my last college game. So that's on the field. Off the field, I have a lot of fun memories with friends that I probably shouldn't tell too many details about.
Hey man, you could share, my guy. You could share.
Oh no.
Nah, believe me, West Virginia is crazy, man. Because a lot of my friends went there, and I remember seeing Snapchats of that giant hill. It was always icing over, and people would be sliding down that hill, just wasted. And my one buddy, he hung out with Bruce Irvin, the edge rusher, all the time. So
really?
I've always heard a lot of crazy stories. And I was texting you earlier about how my coach, he was actually playing at West Virginia, and he's boys with Owen Schmidt. And Owen, I remember he had this like rickety like $500 pickup truck he bought, and he was living in my coach's. It was Coach Plank, and he was living in his basement. And it's just a fun place. I mean, like, people love Pat McAfee, and you can just see like a lot of guys from West Virginia just have like a great personality, including yourself.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Going to the next question. You played every position on the line, but you found your home at center. What do you love about the position?
I'd say my favorite part about the position is the leadership aspect. I might be a little full of myself by saying it, but I like to be in charge. I like to be the leader of the line. It's a big position. I mean, by the end of I would say fall camp, I knew exactly what everyone was supposed to be doing on every single play. I had basically challenge myself to get in the film room and not only study center, but study guard, tackle. And I mean, that's what happens when you test yourself to play every position and that you can play all of them, is that, it's not just one film session where you look at your practice and you say, okay, that's what I did. It's no, I need to watch game film. I need to do this and that. And really just need to focus on every single position.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know how close you've been paying attention to the Eagles, but like even the year that we won the Super Bowl, our line, which is great. I mean, you have Brandon Brooks, you have Lane Johnson, Isaac Sayamalu, the list goes on. I mean, Jason Peters, this is his final year that he's not here for a long time. But we've had a lot of injuries. So knowing that you have that versatility, it really just makes you a multiplier and a guy that the Eagles are definitely going to be looking at. Personally, have they talked to you at the pro day or on the side?
We've had some here and there chats, nothing long and extensive, but I've definitely gotten my foot in the door and have said hello to some coaches or scouts affiliated with the program, and definitely have tried to get my face recognized by them.
Cool. Going to the next one. What is your why? What motivates you to continue your career as a football player?
I would say my biggest why is definitely my family. It was one of those things that I know my parents have sacrificed so much for me to get to the places that I'm at right now, no matter what sport it was. I mean, when I was wrestling, my mom was sending me to national tournaments because at that point in time, that's what I wanted, or that's what I was doing. When it came to football, she was spending for me to go to camp to camp. My dad was driving me from camp to camp. Baseball, she was always paying way too much for a sport that I really didn't even play that well. And so, I mean, it's definitely a repay back, but I just want to show them and show myself that, everything that I've done was worth it.
Perfect. This one right here. So you grew up a Packers fan. Why the Packers, and what would it mean to you to be drafted by them? I mean, you could potentially be snapping the ball to one of the greatest quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I mean, that would just be an amazing accomplishment for me. I mean, that's something that I dreamed of since I was a little kid. But, the biggest reason why I am a fan is because my dad and my whole entire side of his family is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So even when I really didn't even know what was going on in football, I was just always told, you're a cheesehead. Wearing a Brett Favre jersey, you know how it is. But, at this point in my career, I mean, anyone that's willing to give me a chance, I'm right there for them.
Yeah. One of our fans has a question. He's all the way from London. See, Eagle fans are crazy. They check in. They check in. Paul says, "Is there a specific position in O-line that you like to play, or are you comfortable playing anywhere on the O-line?"
My most comfortable position, I would say, just because I've played it a lot in college, is guard. But my favorite one that I play is center. That's one I have the most fun at. I definitely focus on both of them a lot just because you never know when you're going to get thrown in there. But if I were to choose my main position center, but I still have a lot to learn at it because I've only been playing it for about a year and some change. Only got about 4 starts at it last year and then 9 this year.
That's awesome. Now, you know, I got some footage here from high school. We're going back here. And you talk about this nasty streak and it developing early in your career. I mean, come on here. Like, I mean, this kid has a family watching the game here. Chase putting him in the bleachers here. This play right here, it had me rolling because you didn't need to do it, but you did it. And I really like the nasty streak. And I mean, is that important? You know, you developed in high school. How important is it to tap into that mode while you're on the field?
Oh, I mean, I think that's exactly what O-line's all about, especially if you're a run team and you want to get down and dirty, you want to get gritty. That's definitely a mentality you have to have. I mean, if you're not – I mean, if I got knocked on my butt and I'm not getting up swinging, I mean, there's something wrong with me, and you know there is. And it's just something that I've always thought of. You know, I get made fun of for every now and then I'll headbutt my helmet. People are like, why are you doing that, dude? You're just destroying your brain. It's like, you know, maybe I'm not pumped up. I got to – you know, if I get punched in the face, I'm punching someone back. And that's the reason that I'll do it before a game. And it's just something that I've always played with. I've never really – I think that if I didn't have that streak, I wouldn't be the player that I am.
Yeah, man. But I think you're about that life. And in Philly,
yeah,
we're about that life. Talking about a guy who's about that life, Jason Kelce is arguably one of the best centers in the league. And Jason Kelce, what are your thoughts on him, and what would it mean to potentially be his teammate?
I actually say this all the time. Whenever I get asked who I try and roll myself or who I look up to as a role model that's currently in the NFL, it's 1,000% him. I hold him in the highest regards, highest respects. I think he's the best center in the league, and I think if not one of the best O-linemen in the league. He's an undersized guy that really just knows how to use, I mean, his skills to his advantage. And I think it'd be amazing. It'd be an amazing mentor. It'd be awesome to learn from someone like that because, I mean, whoever gets that responsibility to learn from him is going to be a hell of a center as well.
Hey, you know who else you can probably learn from? Blue Meanie in the building. He says favorite member of DX.
Oh man, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's definitely Shawn Michaels. I don't know why. You know, I love the hammer and everything with Triple H, the water spitting, but when it comes to just overall great wrestlers, I think that the Heartbreak Kid is definitely my favorite out of the group.
I mean, we might as well just run your intro while we're here.
Are you ready?
You think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! Degenerate into something fool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a break, boy. Yeah, that's a break, little man. Break it down. Degeneration up. Degeneration. You think you can tell me what to do? Know who you're talking to?
That's awesome, Chase. I mean, you got it. We already got you set up for your afterlife career. I mean, how does this look? Is it like that?
That's amazing.
I think you fit in. If it's not wrestling, it's either an acting career in the movies. What do you think?
That's amazing.
So, man, you know, we love to have fun on here on Fourth and Zone, but let's get back to business. Who was the toughest defender you went up against in college? You throw out some names.
There's 2 of them, and the worst part about it is I only know their last names. That's just because of our scouting and everything. There's a kid named Blacklock that went to TCU. think he got drafted like anywhere like 3rd or 4th round, something like that. And he's a great talent. I know that he plays a decent amount. Another one was a kid with the last name Elliott. He went to Texas and then transferred to Mizzou, and we played them last year. And he was a very good D lineman, very big size guy. And I think he ended up going like 4th or 5th round, something like that. I'd say those are probably the 2 best kids that went up against in college.
Now, if you had your choice at the position between tackle, guard, or center, which position would you choose and why?
I'd choose center, and that's mainly because it's the leader position. But I'd also say, I mean, it's something that's new to me. I've been playing football since about 3rd grade, and in all that time, I've played a lot of different positions, but I've never played center until last year. So, it's a good time, and I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's definitely the position that I like to lean on, just because it's new and it's fun.
I'm going to leave you with a random question before we get to Chris's clips here. Alive or dead, if you were able to have a dinner with 5 people, who would you choose and why?
Oh, man. I should have been a little prepared for this one. Chris Farley, 1,000%.
Chris, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Adam Sandler, John Candy, John Belushi, and let's throw David Spade in the mix. I bet that'd just be a fantastic time.
I think you're a guy that likes to laugh. So
absolutely.
I'm right here with you, man. Chris.
All right, Jay. So I got 2 film clips right here. Just dominant on both of them. This one right here. So a little slow-mo right here. So you're getting outside to the edge right here, and the play's going left, but obviously this is something that you love to see. So even though the play's not going to your side, the effort is 150%. You're getting out there. You're making sure that you throw this guy all the way to the porta potties, concession stands. I mean, mentally, like, sometimes you see guys, it's more receivers and linemen, but like if the play's not going to your side, people kind of check out. I mean, what does it mean to you to like every play 100%, make sure that you're securing the back end? Like, what does that mean to you?
I mean, that's something that's very important to me because of my wrestling background, just high motor. I mean, if you can, I can only imagine. I mean, I played a little D-line in my life, but if you take someone to the other side of the field and they think that they can push off you a little bit and that they're going to see the ball carrier, and then he realizes he's on the other side of the field and he wasted all that energy. I mean, that's something that just demoralizes a defense. If you do that play after play, I mean, the guy's going to be overthinking, and if he's not thinking about football, then you're just going to have his number all day. I mean, that's just the mentality aspect of, just being the nastier person and having more energy and trusting your conditioning and all that.
Absolutely. I mean, you just mentioned your wrestling background in high school. I believe you're a 2-time All-American, correct?
Ended up 3-timing, but no. You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Well, what do you attribute? What do you draw from that background when you're playing line now? I know like a lot of the hand fighting helps. I mean, I wrestled at one point. I didn't play the line, but I just know that like you really learn about leverage and body control, head control, everything. I mean, personally, like what do you really draw from wrestling that helps you play the position?
I mean, you just hit on all the points that I was going to hit on. I mean, the leverage is huge. Body positioning, like when you really want to move someone and you know how it feels. Right once you feel that his center of gravity is gone, that's when you can just take him and pretty much do whatever you want. And it's just, and a lot of it's mentality. I feel like wrestlers are some of the people I respect the most because it's pretty tough to be about 5% body fat and lose 10 pounds. That's pretty tough for anyone in the world to do. And to do that and still be a top tier person at your sport, I mean, you just have to have a whole different type of mentality to do something like that. So.
Have you ever thought about taking up jiu-jitsu as well?
Jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
All right, Jay. So last film piece from me right here. I mentioned your incredible ability to pull. Right here, you're pulling against Texas A&M, I believe. No, Texas Tech. And Jordan Brooks, he was a first-round pick by the Seahawks last year. the linebacker, and I don't think he was ready to get a face full of you coming from the center position on the left side. You can see him. He comes to scrape and fill, and he just gets hit right in the jaw, and like that's a collision right there. I mean, as soon as he gets to the edge, you guys are face mask to face mask. For pulling, I mean, what's one thing that you work on to get better at it, and like how would you describe your ability as a puller?
Oh, I'd say that was just one. There was like a set of drills that we would do every single day that I really would try and do my best at. Really just try and get the footwork down, because once you get the footwork down, it's all about running, hitting someone, getting proper angles, knowing what you're supposed to do on it. Because, I mean, for our team, we have different types of pulls. But it all comes down to just the training of it. Once you do it so many times, and we would rep it a ton in practice. We would go live and do it in practice pretty often. So it was something that I got used to. And really also, I mean, just doing it in games. I mean, there are times where I've had a lot of those hits, but I've also had some whiffs in my life too. I mean, I'm a human, but I mean, it's something you learn your lessons from, and just try and get better the next time at it, and learn your angles, learn your body positioning, and just get better.
Absolutely.
Now, if it was one thing that you wanted to say to the Eagles in order for them to draft you, we'll give you your opportunity to say that to them. What would you say?
I would start out with it'd be an honor, but also for me, it's also about Eagles Nation, and that's that. I mean, when you get me, you also save about 2-3 other draft picks, because I'm the kind of guy where, you know, you spend one on me, 6th, 7th round, something like that, and I give you another position player or a skill player, something like that, because instead of having to draft a center and then draft a guard or a tackle, now you can just draft one guy who can play all of them. And I think it just saves a lot of concentration and time on the draft and for the team when you can draft someone that can play every position like that.
That's awesome. I mean, positional versatility is everything. Like I said, when I started, Jeff Stoutland would love you. I feel like we're trying to do our homework and look for guys that might make sense for us. I think you're one of those guys that could make sense for us. But we really appreciate you stopping by, talk to Prospect. It's just, we have had a fun time with you. It's been very short. We had a great time with you, but we want to send you off the right way. We know how y'all do it in West Virginia. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
First game, you feel me? Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is open, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country road.
Man, I love that song, bro. Do you love that song?
It's a banger, baby.
Oh, man. You know, I get the hair stands up on my back. I'm not even a West Virginia fan, but when I see y'all like connect like that, it's pretty awesome, man. But again, man, we appreciate having you. You're welcome back anytime. When we're going to speak it to an existence, we'll see you on the field as an Eagle. But that's all for me, Chris and Chase, and we'll see you in the next one.